You know, Lamont, it's like no matter what I say to you, you always gotta have the last word, man. It's like you know better than me about everything.
Whatever. I'm not trying to always have the last word, but what I am trying to do is leave this house. Somebody's got to make decisions. We can't always keep going back and forth.
Oh, so it's leadership when you shut me down now? That's funny. Because when I try to bring something to the table, it's like everything don't even matter.
You know that's not true. But sometimes I just think you take things too personal, too emotional. Everything seems like a challenge with you.
I ain't trying to challenge you, Lamont. What I'm trying to do is connect with you. But how can I connect with you when you always talking down on me like I'm beneath you? You see? That right there is what we're talking about today. Or you can't love from a one up or a one down position. Because love doesn't compete. It completes. Let's go. Well, what's up, visionary?
What's good?
Welcome to another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. I'm Tonya and I'm joined by my wonderful husband,
Lamont.
And we hope you're doing well as usual. Well, us,
as usual,
we're doing stupendous.
Another week in the books.
Yes.
Wonderful week. We actually had a productive week, a very learning week this week.
Yeah. Signed up and invested in a lot of things.
Yeah.
For ourselves and our relationship.
And to help you guys,
most importantly. Yeah. Yep. So, just following, videos and different things, trends on TikTok and YouTube and on social media, you can't help but to notice these gender wars and everything that's going on. And if they understood this concept, then I believe things will be a lot better.
And people will be a lot more relational.
A lot more. There you go. A lot more relational. And what we're talking about is that you can't love a person or anybody, a person, a dog, anything. Nah.
You can love a dog.
You love a dog, yeah. But anyway, you can't love from a one up or one down position.
Yeah. And as you see the slide right here, this slide represents, as you see, the man is looking over the woman, and the woman is looking up to the man. So anytime we see this dynamic in the relationship where the person is not eye to eye, then there's a one up and there's a one down position. And love requires seeing each other eye to eye.
Yeah.
Heart to heart, not from the one up in a one down position.
Yep. And we're going to talk a little bit more on this dynamic because, you need to be equal. Yeah. Things have to be equal. It's essential for love to truly flourish. So we're going to get into it. Again, you can't love from a one up or one down position. All right, let's discuss the one up position a bit.
The grandiosity.
Grandiosity is what it's called. Grandiosity. So if you ever heard that term, that's the one up position.
The term is probably spread around now as a narcissistic.
Narcissistic. Yeah.
Narcissistic. Yeah. Grandiosity, narcissistic. They're both almost the same thing. And this person, they lead with control. They lead with power, and they lead with pride.
Yeah. Yeah. The one up position is when you think that you always right. You ever talk to that person or your spouse always think they're right, or your partner always think they're right. Yeah, they always make the final call. You can't never make a call. And, they look down instead of looking across at you. Yeah. Like that picture that was in the beginning. They're looking across, but they're not looking straight at you. Yeah. It might feel powerful, but it's a really lonely place. It's a lonely spot for them up there.
Yeah, because you can't reach out for love when your hands is clenched. When you're clenching, trying to hold control. Instead, all you're trying to do is stay above the person that's in front of you. And when this dynamic, like I said, is inside the relationship, you're trying to love, or you position yourself in a one-up position.
Yeah, it's a dominant feeling. Yeah. Just imagine me standing up, talking to you while you sitting down.
Yeah. And and that's dynamic is almost like present. You're not necessarily talking to the person standing up, but you're just always at a contempt posture.
Yeah.
Where you're looking down under the person, undermining.
I'm just saying, talking to a person, let's say we discussing conflict, something like having a conflict, and I'm standing up talking to you, it's a feeling that you get like, why you all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so one of the things that
versus me sitting down, seeing eye to eye with you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to get to. One of the things I would say that, like, when you are in conflict with your partner, one of the best ways to not get into one of the positions you might be already is just by your demeanor.
Yes.
So one of the ways that you can start coming down off the one of the position is when you are in conflict with a person, sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. So it's good to don't have a conflict where you standing up and the one person's already sitting down. You already at a disadvantage, and kind of gonna create conflict when you standing up starting something when somebody's sitting down.
Yeah.
Because you at a one up position.
Yeah.
Starting the conversation off.
Yeah. Just you gotta learn to let go of the control.
Yeah.
If you let go of the control, then you can open things up. You can open it up for a deeper connection and intimacy.
Yeah. And intimacy.
Yeah.
No, and you can't get into a person when the person fears you.
If a person fears, that's right. They cannot even get vulnerable with you.
When they fear you.
Yeah.
And a one-up position can be held by the woman or the man. That doesn't necessarily mean a man is the one that one up, because you got a lot of relationships now. The woman might be the aggressor. She might be the prideful one. She may be the one that's trying to control everything. Or it could be the man. So there's no one gender fits all with the one-up position. But if you're in that position, you will destroy intimacy and connection in your relationship.
Yeah. So you gotta come down. Let's talk about, which brings us to the one down position. I said you gotta come down, but you don't want to come down too much.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one down position, as you see, these three key behaviors can happen when we feel shame or a lack of self-worth.
Yeah. Shame and lack of self-worth is the core feeling of the one down position.
Yeah. And when we can recognize when we're feeling that shame, we can then control a lot, because a lot of times we think we're angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
We choose anger over anything, but it's shame.
Yeah. And anger is a secondary emotion. Most of the time, shame would probably be the first one. But instead of you feeling ashamed, you're not going to necessarily come out and say you feel ashamed. You're going to come out with anger to hide the shame that you feel.
Right. So it's, again, be aware of how you really feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, again, fear and silence. Fear and silence. You stop speaking up just to keep the peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
might rather keep quiet than say how you feel.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people like that as well. Sometimes I know I was like that. Sometimes I shut down and just be like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Just can we let it go?
Yeah.
Type of thing. Shrinking. You make yourself feel smaller just to get along with your partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't want to shrink. You don't want to make yourself feel small.
Yeah, you try not to be so dominant, even though you may be more dominant, but you would screw and you almost put yourself in this one down position. Even you put yourself in a one up position. But anytime you make yourself seem smaller, you automatically building the other person up.
Yep.
And they may use that position against you, or they may not. So that's why you got to watch that, because some people don't take advantage of that one up position.
Yeah.
Or you going down, they might come down to meet you and
help you. Yeah. Yeah. Another way that you feel you're in the one, you'll know that you're in the one down position is you feel unseen. You end up, feeling unheard and unappreciated a lot. So that's coming from the one down position.
And you got to realize this is the way you feel. This not necessarily being the way the person making you feel, because the one down position, this is your feelings. So you fear, and you fear of speaking up. You fear and you shrink down. You fear and you feel like you're not going to say anything because you're going to end up being unheard anyway.
Yeah.
And unappreciated what you're saying anyway. So why say anything? Why bother saying anything when it's not going to matter anyway? Because whatever they say, they're going to control it.
Yeah.
So therefore, you don't speak up. And when you in this position, you are in the same position.
Yep, the one down position. Yep. So it's important to note that love does not live in silence.
Yep.
How can love live in silence? You have to communicate. Anytime you in this position, you feeling kind of attacked.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you can't give off your love,
and you can't build real connection if you don't feel worthy enough to speak on.
So the key message is that the one down behaviors driven by shame prevent us from having a full, authentic, fulfilling relationship.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so the cycle that traps us. Okay, so we're going to explore a little bit about the imbalance that can trap us in relationships.
The seesaw effect.
The seesaw effect. As you can see, there's a visual of a seesaw, and that seesaw represents the unequal dynamic where one person climbs higher while the other person sinks.
So you keep going like this.
It's a pattern.
A repeated pattern.
As one person gains more control and power, the other person begins to lose their voice and a sense of value. Going back to that one down.
Yeah.
And like my baby said, it just started repeating with both people moving, but no one is ever finding that true balance or partnership.
Yeah.
And you need that true balance.
You need that. You need balance in a relationship to fully move the relationship forward. Because you could be going forward, but you're not moving the relationship forward. You guys are two individuals moving farther apart.
Yeah.
Because it's imbalance.
Yeah, that's a good key point. And that the division of imbalance weakens what God intended for relationships to strengthen and support.
Yeah. You're supposed to be able to hold each other up, counter the imbalance, not feed to the imbalance and spread if the person that's got low self-esteem, you can feed that and you make the self-esteem lower.
Yes.
If a person got high self-esteem and they won up, you can feed that and make them be more superior by you being lower. Yeah. So we've got to keep balance in the relationship.
Yeah, because that high self-esteem in a relationship is just not good because you get a little arrogant.
Yeah.
You get to feeling yourself. Your high self-esteem is over the roof.
Yeah.
It's over the roof. So and you got a way of just making your partner feel belittled and one down.
Yeah, and could be codependent on your love.
Yeah. So if you notice that your partner is one up or one down, help them.
Yeah.
Especially if they down, pull them up
and come down.
So and you come can down if you're up.
Yeah, so you can actually love them.
Yeah.
Because the key to breaking out of this cycle is finding a way for both people to feel valued, heard, and empowered.
Yeah.
And see, we was, the thing that's going around, I think, is like Aisha Curry and all that stuff. When and one of the things is when a person don't feel valued, heard, and empowered, then they get bitter.
Yeah.
And you never know when it's gonna boil over. You never know when a person's gonna hit at their wits. That's why it's good for both people inside the relationship. You guys to see eye to eye. So you both can feel valued, and you both can feel heard, and you both can feel empowered to do more.
Yeah, and it can be one. It can be the person not feeling valued, that makes them
their own self-critic.
Yeah, it can be they don't feel like they're being heard.
Yeah.
And they don't feel like they doing nothing. You getting all the attention. They don't feel like they doing nothing,
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to keep things balanced. All right.
Healthy middle, as they call it.
Yeah, that's the healthy middle. And this, as you can see, full respect living, eye to eye, heart to heart. Look at the image. There's mutual respect. You can tell. Look how they're looking at each other, eye to eye.
Yeah. And real love requires that.
Yeah.
Nobody is better than the other. And you don't want to make the person feel little than they are, because their low self-esteem is going to reflect in other areas of their life. And I don't have a decision on how we show up too.
Yeah. And I know that when we're out, us being relational coaches, when we see certain things, we can't help but to notice. Like when we seeing a husband talking to a wife and she looking away or looking down, and we like, she can't even look at him,
And I see a lot of, now here's the biggest thing where these kind of dynamics show up. A lot of people are on here doing podcasts, and they don't have their wife with them. They don't have their woman with them.
Yeah.
So therefore, and you can tell the way they talk about the way they talking to the public, trying to persuade men not to date women, or persuade men to get right, or persuade women to not do this and that, with all this crazy stuff. But you can tell from the position they talking from. They talking from either the one up or the one down position. And you can't even give good advice if you're seeing stuff from a wounded lens.
Yeah.
Well, a hierarchy lens.
Yeah.
Where you think you're better than somebody. And a lot of these podcasts out here, the people with a mic, the most deadliest thing right now is a unhealed person picking up a camera trying to give advice to somebody.
Yeah.
That's the most deadly thing out here right now, what we're seeing, because we're seeing the effects of this. They trying to teach somebody something they ain't doing.
Right. Either they unhealed or they hadn't been through it.
Or they haven't been through it. Or they coming from a place where they haven't been through nothing. They got, like I said, that grandiose place.
Yeah.
That's the most people. They come from this high sedity. They think they better than somebody.
Yeah.
Like, the way I did it, the way I made it is the right way, and anybody else uses scum, and you beneath me, you below me.
And see, the thing about it is, we got to remember that nobody's better than anybody.
Yeah.
We are all equal. We're all equal in God's eyes. He loves us all the same. Nobody's better than anybody. Now, you might can do some things better than another person.
Yeah.
But
you might have more money.
You might have more money, but best believe that person can do something else better than you.
Yeah.
I mean, so you know better than anybody. You just can
have
do
more
some
talent.
things.
You can do things better than people.
Yeah, so I always remember, you never better than nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially giving that vibe to your partner. Man, imagine that.
It's not going to be a connection.
No, it's not. And that's what we want to happen. We want love and we want connection. When we honor each other as equals without, anybody being above or beneath, that's the healthy middle.
Without the need to prove anything, because when you're going above and you're going below, I mean, it makes more or less the one-up position. You're trying to prove something to people.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to try to prove something to one person, you kind of proving something to another too.
Yeah.
And love cannot thrive when one person is up and one person is down.
Yeah, we want to have that healthy middle, because that healthy middle is a space of mutual understanding and respect, where we can be vulnerable with each other.
Yeah.
We can be authentic with each other. Again, if you coming from a one-up position, it's really hard for somebody to be vulnerable with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to tell nobody my secrets or anything. I can't be vulnerable with somebody who might talk down on me about what I just told him. They think he better than me.
Yeah. And a lot of times when you say something to the wrong person that's one up, they will think they're better than you.
Yeah. And then, a one-up person can easily bring a balanced person down too.
Yeah.
Like in a relationship. Yeah. You can talk so down to them and belittle them so much that they now one down.
Yeah.
Feeling one down. So you gotta move towards healing. So let's talk a little bit about how to step out of the one up, one down position. Okay.
The number one goal in order for us to step out of the one down and the one up position is to understand, stop trying to win every argument.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot try. If you try to win the argument, then somebody loses.
Yeah.
Where there's a winner, there's a loser.
Yes.
But understanding each other, empathy to one another, is going to help you build the connection versus break the connection.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to realize that it's not about a win when you in a relationship, a marriage. It's not about a win, and that's helping me. It's not about a win, so let it go. You don't have to get the last word. Let them get off. Let her get off sometimes. Just let it happen without being all upset. And you don't have to get a win. Nobody wins. Nobody loses. Okay.
The name of the game, you guys, you gotta realize you want us to win. So if he wins, she wins, then us
then
lose.
We win. Yeah. Well.
No, if you win, if one person win, then one person lose.
Yeah.
But if us win, that means it's me. I'm going not to win or lose, but to find a common ground where we both can win, where we can tie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can tie. Let's tie.
Yeah.
And we got to avoid fighting to be right in order to tie.
Yeah, and also use that argument not to win or lose, but to better your relationship.
Yeah.
To better your connection. Like, listen to what's being said.
Yeah. Because a lot of times, many times, when somebody's coming at you, as long as they ain't coming from the one-up position, then they're giving you a chance to step up and be your higher self.
Yeah.
So when you hear somebody coming at you, don't get defensive. Get curious. Because curiosity is going to build the connection. Ask what's really going on in your heart.
Yeah.
When you're hearing somebody talk.
Yeah. And actually listen to understand. Don't listen to respond.
Yeah.
Active listening is a very important part in getting good results for your anything really. If you actively listen, yes. You
put it through both here and bring it out here. Don't put it through here then bring it out the mouth.
Yeah.
That's why because that's when we start being defensive. We putting it right here and it's coming straight out the mouth.
Yeah.
We never filter it. If you don't filter it, then it's coming right here. So slow it down a little bit so we can actually pause and let it come through this side and we can filter it through the other side. Yeah. We can respond after it goes from here to here and then we bring it out.
Yeah. A lot of times you ain't even listening if it come out that mouth.
No.
Before getting to the other side, you just like whatever, ready to get what you got to say off. Yeah. Okay. So again, listen to understand and not to respond. Don't wait until your relationship is totally broken. Okay. Seek help from counselors or mentors just like us.
Yeah.
Before it reaches to that point. Invest in your relationship proactively. This is important.
Yeah. And because I see so many couples out here. You know, the crazy thing is when I see couples struggling. And I said, man, that couple, they just invested in a vacation last week. They just bought them a new car. They just showing they got the little nails done. They doing all this outside investment on things. But yet they keep presenting a relationship as they pride and joy. But yet you don't invest in it. I just don't get that. How you expect your relationship to be good and you don't invest in it.
Yeah, and I have to say social media play a big part in it. And like I said, a lot of the crime videos and things, they always on social media.
Doing stupid
vacation and showing vacations, showing clothes, showing money, all this stuff, but they never showing that they're investing in themselves and their relationship or their marriage. They don't put that into healing.
Yeah.
Or, bettering their relationship or talking to somebody, or even learning.
Inside.
Or even learning, getting these tools, getting tools to help learn.
But most importantly, investing on the inside.
Yeah.
So you don't have to fake it on the outside.
Outside, that's right.
If you invest on the inside, you can actually be real and authentic on the outside.
Yeah. And I feel like, though, investing in courses and stuff, many courses like the one we got, I think investing in those type of things or full courses is healing from the inside because you taking time to learn some things that you didn't know to help you improve.
Yeah, or watching videos like this because this is a video that shows you about boundaries and just watching helpful videos like this. So just the fact that you're sitting here, if you make it through this video, then you're somebody I know that's investing in your relationship.
Yeah.
And whatever you invest in, if you invest positively into something, then you're going to get a positive ROI if you do the work that it requires. After you hear the information, do the work. But you can't hear the information, don't apply the work.
Right. You always gotta apply. Yeah. Okay. So again, invest in your relationship proactively. Don't wait until it's done and over with. And remember, you cannot heal what you hide.
And then that's why I say, man, people present these fake old relationships out here. They want the world to look like they got it all under control. But guess what? When you cut that camera off, you get back to your relationship is what it is. Mm-hmm. So if you still hide, you hide behind that fakeness.
Yeah.
Then you gotta realize you gotta be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself so then you can be honest with the public. My stuff ain't good. My relationship is not good. My man, he thinks he better. We living from an imbalance. So once you say that and you say, I'm not going to hide anymore, then that's going to cause your brain to go out here and seek the information and the help you need. All you got to do is pray to God, and then God's going to give you the information you need the wisdom you need to set the course and get your life right. Mm-hmm. Because healing starts with honesty.
Yeah, you got to bring those real feelings to the light.
Yeah.
But you don't bring them argumentative. You don't bring them from a one-up place. You don't bring them from a one-down place. You bring them to the light with courage and care. Yeah. And that's going to be your first step. Yeah. Okay? Building your relationship requires togetherness. So stop pointing fingers and start holding hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
True healing is going to start when both people can commit to doing it together. Yeah, you gotta commit to doing it together and mean it though. Yeah. And mean it wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Say yes, baby. We're gonna do this together. Mm-hmm. We're gonna walk this out. We're gonna heal. We're gonna strengthen it. We're gonna work. We're gonna invest in our relationship on a daily, weekly basis.
Yeah.
And when you do that, the relationship's gonna have more vulnerability in it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna feel more willingness to work with your partner towards growth and restore.
So what do you do if you asking your partner, baby, let's heal, let's go see a coach, let's go to a counselor, and they like no.
You get first off, like I said, I know people that you're trying to force the person on there. You got to show a person. Like I said, you can never change nobody. You can't force nobody to do something.
That's right.
Only way you can do it is you can't help. A man can't help but if he come in the house and you watching videos like this. Mm-hmm. Every day he come before you don't even put it on until you get into work. Poop, soon as you come in the door, you put it on. Or you wait till you get settled, then you put it on instead of you watching your TV show, which I know a lot of people do. If you instead of you watching your TV show, you should take some time to work with something like this because that TV show you watching ain't gonna help your life out a bit. Mm-hmm. That TV show, it trying to be entertaining, like I put it on my little video. People that keep looking for entertainment is destroying your life, man.
Yeah.
You want to be entertained so much and then to be occupied from not really living showing up in life your true self. Entertainment is occupying people's time so you can bypass time and before you know it's time to go to bed. You ain't gotta be in your life.
Yeah, but also you can go ahead on to the coach yourself. Because again, you can only be the change you see.
Yeah.
All right, so start going to the coaching yourself. Yeah. Don't let it hold you behind.
Yeah.
And actually change.
Yeah.
When you with your coach or your counselor or your therapist or whatever, take some of the tools, some of the advice, and start changing.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll see.
It's contagious. Change is contagious. If you change,
will come.
Your spouse is going to be bound to change.
Yes.
The spouse is
or leaving.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's the thing too. If you change and you get better, and you don't weaponize your change, because some people weaponize healing, then your spouse is going to bound to come up. And like I said, you need to be you got to implement videos like this inside your house, so when it becomes a common thing. Instead of you watching TV shows, it should be a common thing when you watch a video, something enrichment video, something like this. So you can work on the relationship, so you can invest in the relationship, so you can make the relationship better. Because what you don't work on, don't get better.
Sure don't.
It only get worse.
Yeah, can't get better by itself. Love is partnership. It's not a power struggle. It's a partnership. So partnership again is about equality and love. Okay, it should be a side by side connection and not a power struggle.
Yeah. So let's start showing up with each other with grace, man.
Yeah.
And humility. What humility mean? You get low. You're not starting to be so high.
Mm-hmm.
And when you love from this level, eye to eye, then love grows, man.
Yeah.
Connection grows. Vulnerability gets inside the relationship.
Yeah.
Equal. Eye to
Equal.
eye.
Yeah, eye to eye. No power struggles.
No power struggles.
Yes. I look at it like, a lot of the stuff that's in Proverbs.
Yeah.
Man, not only is it for life, like it's going to help you with life, do life. But if you do these things, then all your relationships, everything will just be, smooth.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's hard. I ain't saying it's not going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but the book of Proverbs, man, I'm telling you, as we was listening to it today, I'm like, man.
Yeah.
It's really common. Yeah, it is. And it's common sense things like you do dirt, you get dirt. It's just common sense thing. If you want to make your spouse happy, you want to do things, you want to be intentional, you want to be, you want to spend time with it. You want to be nice. You want to be a loving person.
Yeah.
And that goes for anybody.
Yeah.
You want to love.
Yeah.
Love don't hurt.
Yeah. And like I said, this one-up position just not goes with romantic partners. This can go with family too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might have a sister trying to love you from the wood up, or a mother trying to love you from the wood up. A lot that could be an easy dynamic for a mother to always think she's superior because I'm the mama.
Yes.
You the daughter.
Yes.
So therefore, that relationship, you got a relationship with your mama from the one up, from the one down position.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Just not romantic relationships. And if you can never fully love somebody, even your mother can't fully love you if she loving you, if she thinks she's better than you.
Yeah.
That's toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if she thinks she's better than your partner.
Or she thinks she's better than your partner.
Very toxic.
You can't love from above or beneath.
Right. That's important. That's important to know.
Yeah. So, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know if we could have went deeper on something. And I think next week, what we're going to be going deeper on, we're going to focus on this one down position.
Mm.
We're going to focus on this one down position. We know the last series we did was for the more like the men and stepping up. This series is kind of closing out. This is middle ground right here. I'll say this is middle ground before we get into more or less focusing on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, before we go, one thing I did want to say is once you learn how to have the healthy middle, then you in your relationship, then you don't have it for all other areas.
Yeah.
How you do things is how you do things.
Once you learn to master in one area, you can master in the other.
Yeah. And now.
And you can pull your partner up.
Yes.
Come down, pull your partner up, run down, pull your partner down.
Yes. Yeah. And this has been another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. Again, like my husband said, comment. Let us know what we can do deeper. If you have any videos you'd like to see us do, let us know.
Or something you want to see us talk about.
Let us know.
They have vision.
And together they built the life that they love. Go build.
Go build. We'll see you in the next one.